Once upon a bunch of trees with 3 chimpanzees. Then Dad went out, ate some magical berries. Went all the way back home, here's a mutant of babies. Welcome back. I'm Eli MC from Fleshker Adventures Plus, and you're watching Let's Talk episode 7. We're about 3 months into the new year, 2024, and today I'm going to be talking about things that I haven't yet and updates for my characters that I think are necessary for my channel. Firstly, I'm going to make it so Fleshker, which you probably know as one of the 3 main characters, is going to instead of just having a kind of round, smooth head like the other chimps, I'm gonna I'm gonna give him this kind of little tuft on top of his head to distinguish, so that you can tell him apart from the other chimps, because it'll make him stand out more, since all the other chimpanzees in my videos don't have those tufts. I think putting one on Fleshker will make him a lot more recognisable. Like this, except it's going to be in my normal computer drawing style. I've currently got black nail polish on, which is really unusual, and I don't usually do this, but I was wearing it today because a girl at my school wanted to paint my nails, and I let them do it. Anyway, let's go back to the video. I've talked about Fleshker having flaws in the past, in some of my last Let's Talk videos, and I've talked about Fleshker being shy. And while I don't like the idea of her being shy anymore, so I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna make it so that she's not shy, and that she's actually really brave and confident, but her flaw is going to be that she's got low general knowledge and book smarts. To make up for this, however, I'm gonna make it so that she's got really good street smarts and survival smarts. See, this makes sense when you think about it, because if she's part chimp and only part human, she probably wouldn't have all the same book smarts and knowledge as a human, but she'd be good at survival, because chimpanzees have good survival instincts. However, I'm not gonna make Fleshker brave and confident in all areas, because while she's really brave and confident normally, I'm still gonna have it so that she's got thalassophobia, meaning that she's scared of the ocean. And the reason why she's scared of the ocean is because in her childhood she got sucked into a riptide really far out to sea, and she almost drowned, but local fishermen nearby managed to save her. While I have made a Fleshker's backstory video showing that there was those 3 trumps and they Dad made like 8 magical berries and they bred and then they created Fleshker, and she was born with wings and some humanoid features and stuff. But I haven't shown any of the other parts of Fleshker's backstory, and that I've only showed what happened in the very beginning. So in the next year or two, I would have made more episodes for the Fleshker's backstory series. Is probably going to be about maybe 10 of them, and I'm only going to do the extra backstory episodes for Fleshker because she's the main character. For all the other characters, they're still going to just have the single backstory video. The reason why I said I would take a year or two to make this series is because recently I haven't been that productive on my channel, and I've done a lot of procrastinating, and I remember I promised that I'd make the other backstory video. I think I might have promised that I'd make the other backstory videos earlier last year, but I hadn't, and I've still got more to make. So there's all sorts of videos that I've postponed, and probably aren't gonna make them as soon as I would have hoped for, but I'm still gonna get them out eventually. So you've still got something to look forward to. Sorry I had to break the stream, and that's why I'm wearing a different t-shirt and why the lighting looks a bit different, because I'm recording this next part of the video one day after the first part because I ran out of time. But now I'm going to be talking about Farlvania. I'm gonna make it so that Farlvania is quite intelligent, and is more intelligent than most human adults, and he is just a kid, but I think it makes sense for him to be quite intelligent because he's got those psychic mind control powers, but he's still gonna have the kind of sweet and friendly childlike personality. The reason why I made also another part of the reason why I'm deciding to make Farlvania smarter is because I want the 3 main characters, Fleshker, Fleskew and Farlvania, to all have kind of contrasting and different personalities to make the my videos more interesting, because well, the characters already have contrasting personalities. I've made it so that Fleshker was the smart one and Farlvania was less intelligent, but I've decided it's a good idea to make it so it's the other way around. And when the 3 characters, Fleshker, Fleskew and Farlvania, are on a team, like when any characters are on a team, even in pop culture, it's good to make it so that from what I've heard, it's good to make it so that each character on the team has a personality and they all have different flaws, but and they all have different ideal traits, but different characters make up for what other characters on the team lack. In other words, they would all have their strengths and weaknesses, and I wouldn't want to make I'd want to make Spirulump quite intelligent, but not as intelligent as Arniel, because I still want Arniel to be the kind of man who gives advice to the team when he's if he's around, and can help out the other characters. In some of my old videos I've shown Arniel being kind of intelligent but also kind of rude and mean and unkind, but that made him too unlikable, so I'm making it so that I'm gonna stop depicting Arniel as being cruel or mean, because those are not good things. But I will depict him as still being really intelligent, but I'm gonna depict it. I'm also gonna have him being a kind of witty and funny and kind of saying funny things and kind of teasing people in a light-hearted way, but not in a cruel way. But I'd also like kind of, and I know I'd also have to have other characters teasing him back, because if he was doing all the teasing, then it would be a bit too one-sided, and it would make people hate him. So it's good to have a balance, and I have also showed Arniel having people pay to ask him questions and pay people to be with him and share his knowledge and stuff, but I prefer the idea that he would tell people things and give them tips and advice for free, because there's plenty of other ways he makes money already, and making people pay for tips is pretty unnecessary. I've also shown him being a bit arrogant, but that's not good either. So I think having him be a kind of witty and funny but still kind and helpful is the best way to go about it. It's okay for a person to be very rich, but it's not okay to be arrogant about it, because that's like the worst combination ever. And there's a lot of people in the billionaires in the real world who can be arrogant, and it's not true for all of them, but it's true for a lot of them, and that's how I should not depict Arniel. Sorry, I had to break the stream again, but now I'm going to talk about Solosis Worm. I decided to make Solosis Worm more intelligent, and I decided to give him an IQ score of 160, which is about the same intelligence as Albert Einstein, It makes sense when you think about it, because Silosiswim's supposed to be an ancient being who's been around for a really long time, and he's also supposed to be the ultimate bad guy. So he kind of needs to be more intelligent, because otherwise all the other characters would be able to outsmart him and it would make him too easy to defeat. Think about pop culture characters such as Thanos from Avengers. He's quite intelligent, and if they made him dumb, then defeating him would probably be too easy. I used to hate Marvel Avengers, and I'm not sure why, but these days I think it's quite a cool series, and I can see why people like it. And Thanos is a bit of a jerk, but I can see his point of view, and that he was and his logic behind it, and I can understand why he was trying to kill half of the people in the universe, and that was to save the other half. In my original videos, Silosiswim's end goal was to eat all the planets in the galaxy and destroy everything in the galaxy, but I've changed it, so his goal is going to be to kill all the creatures in the galaxy instead. Silosiswim was created by an evil god called Silonister, and I'm not sure if I've ever told you about that character before. I'm not sure if I've ever told you about that character before, but it might be something that I'll eventually show on my channel if I make a Silosiswim's backstory video. The point is that Silonister is the one who created Silosiswim, and he wanted to have Silosiswim as a slave, and he treated Silosiswim really badly and was really horrible about it, and even locked him in a force field that he couldn't get out of, and tried to dominate Silosiswim's life. And Silosiswim got really sick of it, because no one wants to be treated that way. So Silosiswim decided he'd do something about it. He would eat Silonister so that he could be free, and he has felt betrayed, and he doesn't believe there's many good people in the galaxy, and he feels kind of fearful too and doesn't trust anyone. So that's why he wants to kill every creature in the galaxy, because he doesn't know what else to do, and he feels like that's the only solution. I've made it like Silosiswim kind of more relatable, in that you can kind of see his point of view and feel empathy more, but I also need to make it so that he's scary and feared and is a big threat. So I'm gonna show him eating lots of planets on screen, and I'm gonna show him that he's almost gonna eat Farlvania, and it's up to Fleshker and the other heroes to stop him, because if they don't, then they're all gonna die. And I'm also going to show him eating all sorts of other planets too, not just Farlvania, but maybe also Vancouver, the planet that Vancouver's on, and stuff like that, so that I can make him kind of extra feared, and yeah. Also, I'm going to make it so that Solosis Worm does not require planets to survive, and that he can live without them, but that he becomes slightly more powerful with every planet eaten. So I'm going to make it so that he so that he grows 1% more powerful whenever he eats 20 octillion kilos of matter. That's the equivalent to 1 Jupiter, 20 Uranus, or 1300 Earths. And those planets don't exist in the Fleshker galaxy, but I'm talking about them because I'm trying to give a kind of size comparison. This growth in power would therefore be quite slow and gradual, but since Solosis Worm has existed for thousands of years and he's eaten thousands of planets, over the decades he would have got more and more and more powerful over time. I've never specified the speed that Solosis Worm travels at, but I've decided now that it's going to be about 180,000 kilometres an hour, which is about the speed that planet Mercury orbits the Sun. And you might have not known this, but Mercury is actually the fastest moving planet in our solar system. So therefore, by giving Solosis Worm a similar speed, I've made him just fast enough that he could catch almost any planet. I've also given a Solosis Worm an ability called Death Roar, which involves him letting out a huge, loud, magical roar that knocks out up to 10 million regular creatures nearby, or up to 1,000 creatures that are planet-sized or bigger. He also has a sixth sense, which can detect if there's any creatures on the planets around him within 10 million miles. Also, I'm making it so that there's a huge invisible aura that travels with him everywhere he goes, altering reality and allowing objects, light and sound to travel many, many times faster than normal, hence the fact that he can shoot fireballs at high velocity. The reason why he has this ability, because otherwise when he shot the fireballs, they'd take a really long time to travel, and they take a really long time to hit the target, so that's why I gave him this aura ability. And also I imagine I was saying that I don't think I've said this, but my original idea was that when Solosis Worm shoots fireballs, that they're gonna get smaller and smaller as they travel away from him, but I prefer the idea that when he shoots a fireball, it stays big, and he shoots a fireball, he shoots it out, and it's half the size of himself. Solosis Worm might sound too powerful and that he's going to destroy the whole universe really, really quickly, but when you think about the fact that a galaxy has like trillions and trillions of planets, eating the whole thing is gonna take him quite a while. So I think it all works out. Also, I'm gonna call the Fleshker Galaxy Geodrometer, and it's got the spelling written on screen. I am going to make a 300 video Fleshker series, taking all these updates into consideration, and making that 300 episode series is gonna take me years, but eventually I'll be able to publish it eventually, and it's going to show kind of a Fleshker fight during the like maybe around the 100th episode, and the Solosa Swim fight is going to be the grand finale at the end, and it's going to be different than my two other 20 episode Fleshker series, because while it's still going to have the Fleshker and Solosa Swim fight, it's going to be this alternate kind of epic version with lots of cool things happening in it, and I'm not going to spoil it because then it would be no fun anymore. But that pretty much sums up today's episode. Bye, I'll see you next episode. P.S. I also forgot to tell you that I've made it so that the planets that form Solosa Swim's tail have no life on them, and the life forms that were originally gonna be on Solosa Swim's tail are now instead in a solar system called Terrasim Solar System, which is a different solar system from the one that has Farlvania in it, because that's called Farlvania Solar System.